Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El. Today I'm extremely excited to bring you guys a unboxing and do stay tuned and a little bit of a review, but do stay tuned for the actual review because this is going to be my first time I ever owned a 3D printer in my life. And I have an amazing story actually to share with you guys. So I bought I was looking for a 3D printer to get. So I was looking at a lot of 3D printers that I wanted to build myself. A lot of people were telling me it was a little bit, they couldn't wait till I do it, but tell me how easy it is. And I really was looking forward to building a big one. I had a budget. I didn't want to spend more than like about $400 on a 3D printer. I know, you pay for what you get and all that good stuff. The thing is, if you build a printer, if you build it, it's cheaper than if you buy it all assembled. So I was looking around doing some research and looked up like the Anet A3 A8 I think it was, and I wanted to get it. So I contacted this guy. I said, I wanted to know how much are you charging for this, what's the best price you could do, because I checked it out on eBay and I looked up some parts. And I said I wanted this one because it had a build of like, I think it was 300 millimeters, which is like about a foot tall. So he told me, what's your level of expertise? I said, well, this is the first printer I'm going to be building. And he said that there's, a lot of issues with building printers and, getting it properly leveled, that he would recommend as a starting printer for me, something that does even more amazing work than the A8. And I said, really, what is it? And he said that there's the Anet A3. The 2017 edition, of course. Make sure you guys order that. Make sure it says 2017 because they had some issues before with the other one, the 2015 or 16, whatever. So I said, okay, well, cool. So how much is it? And then he named the price, which was about $500 something. So I told him, I said, well, could you do any better than that? He said, no, this is all I could do is $500. So I said, okay, how much do you have something that I could put together myself? And I don't care, I'll do that. Now, the A3, and he tells me, he goes to me, he says, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you build it yourself, it's going to cost only like $150. So I said, okay, well, $150 I could definitely do, just send it over. So I started talking to him and stuff, and I told him that about my YouTube channel. And he said, "Oh, this is your YouTube channel," and he was watching it, and he really liked what he saw with the reviews and everything. So he said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna hook you up." I didn't understand what the hell that meant. So I was looking forward to building me this printer today. The good and sad part, I mean, I wanted to experience in building, but he told me once it delivered to me, he said, because it said delivered. He said, did you get it? I said, I didn't know yet. And he goes to me, well, check it out. I gave you the assembled one. So he gave me basically a $500 one for $150, okay, which is sick. Now, on my eBay bucks, because I buy a lot of stuff on eBay, I had a $100 card, and then a $50 card also on top of that, the eBay bucks, whatever they call it. So I practically got this for free. So, I mean, you can't beat that. So this is pretty much it. So he gave this to me, and I was fucking amazed that he gave me a fully, set up printer. And this one now, I'm gonna tell you what it does. So I'm gonna read you all of the properties right now first before I do the unboxing, so you guys know exactly what's up with that. Just in case you guys live far or whatever. So this is 150 millimeters. So this doesn't do a foot. It does 6 inches, which is fine. Because if you look at it, any helmet you build, anything, it's just the bigger it is, the less seams you're going to get, because you're going to have to connect less parts. But I use resin, I use clay, I use all kinds of crap anyway. It's going to come for in Bondo, it's going to come for a smooth finish no matter what. So it doesn't matter 6 inches or a foot. It doesn't really make a difference. So it's 150 millimeters. It is a very small one. I haven't taken it out yet because I'm going to do the unboxing with you guys. But it supports PLA, which is my favorite, by the way, and I'll explain that later on. ABS, HIPS, HIPS, wood, which is like a wood mixture of whatever, and PV, I don't know what the hell that is, AST. I don't know. But now the thing is with the wood, it's just like a little chemicals of the wood mixed with like a bunch of other crap. So I think right now 3D printers are in their infancy stage, but for what I needed to do, it's there. Now, obviously, the prints I'm going to do are going to take 48-hour prints. They take a long-ass time, and now scientists are working on, and engineers are working on new ways to speed it up, and double extruders and all of that stuff. I wanted something simple right now that I could use for Comic-Con. I'm not going to wait 5 years down the line. So I wanted to do a bunch of stuff, and who knows, it gives me a little know-how, and I'm sure I'm going to have to replace parts and stuff, and it'll give me a know-how about how to build everything, even though I know how to build pretty much everything. So first off, I'm going to show you guys something. Give me 1 second. As you can see, it comes very, very nicely packed. And now I'm going to see this thing right now. So it comes in this, foam. Everything is really taken care of nicely. Here's the motherboard and everything. So I see I'm going to have to remove this pack. And I'll get right back to you. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to tell you there's a lot of dissecting to do here, because look how they really packed it up really nice. I'm going to tell you the package weighs about, like, this whole thing about 30 pounds. So it doesn't even weigh that much. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, so first off, wow, okay? So hard to take that box out. But it was placed with so much care that it's so freaking unbelievable. They even guarded the top of it, which actually gave it... Oh, see here. Which actually made it so amazing, because you could even cut the top and not have to worry that it's going to scratch the unit out, because it had these sponges right here. Now look, even in between here, you got these sponges. Give me 1 second. This is so hard to do with... Okay, so I'm going to show you. I took it out. Okay, this thing came out. First off, I got to tell you, wow. It's so hard to get out of this box, and also to get all the sponges out. They did such a great job in packing it and making sure that everything arrives well and not broken, that it's just phenomenal, but it's a pain in the ass to take apart. First off, they give you some filament to try out, which is cool. I mean, even though I got my own. Adapter right here. An X, just that looks like it was 3D printed, obviously, you could tell. It has these little, like, string looking things here, so it was definitely 3D printed, but that's just for, like, just for looking. It comes with one of these right here, which is pretty cool, kind of to take your shit out, or to take any crap that's stuck in there. This one is the USB cord, which hooks up to your computer. Now, obviously, you could also put in your SD, but that's I'm going to get into that afterwards. It has this part, which I don't know yet. Like I said, it's my first time with this thing. I don't know. A screwdriver. I think these are spare parts. I'm not sure. But we'll look into that. A wrench. A couple of Allen key screwdrivers, because I noticed some of the screws there needed like a hex screw or something like that. And, of course, another screwdriver right here. And, of course, a USB to SSD, mini SSD adapter, which is cool, because now you could just put it into here. I thought that I could use any SD, but I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, mini, let's just see what it includes, even though my minis are, they go all the way up to 128. I don't know if this thing supports it, but we'll see. Let me just... Alright, what is this? It's written so tiny. Oh, cool. Okay, so it comes with an 8 GB card, which is freaking phenomenal. You can fit just about anything into this, so that's fine. I don't even need to waste my, other ones in here. But it's cool. Then you just drag that in and you put it in like that, and you got the adapter working for you. I guess it uses the USB drive. I have no idea what this is. Now, there is something that kind of puzzles me. I don't know why they don't include an instruction manual. I mean, it would have been great. I do understand that they built most of it. But something like this, for example, I have no idea what this is, so I'm going to have to look this up. But that's pretty much it, all they have over here. Now I'm going to go into showing it to you again. I put it on a table, not in its permanent place, obviously, but just to see what's what, just for this video purposes. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, forgive the mess here. Now, this is not, obviously, don't look at this and say, oh, it's bended or whatever. This thing actually comes off. I have to peel it off. I just noticed that before, and I was like kind of freaking out. But this thing you need to peel off. So I'm going to do it probably later. So like I said, they really, not only did they pack this thing with like a bunch of freaking foam like this thing right here in between every single thing, but the fact is they also, you know, included so much, like even a guard over here that you have to peel off, which is pretty freaking sick. I don't even know if I want to take it out, but the inside, I mean, this thing is all black, so I kind of like the black color on it. Now it has an LCD over here that, you know, you could control stuff. Oh, see? Peels off. See that? Look how beautiful it is when you peel, though. But it is like, oh, see, Anet right here? See, this looks nice. But I don't know, like, see, the thing is, to protect it from scratches and shit, I think I would want to have that. I'm going to have to undress this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so as you can see, I removed all of the stuff guarding it. So as you can see, I removed all of it. Now it's all black and beautiful. This is the heat bed right here. Extruder. So like I said, not going to work with, what do you call it, carbon fiber. Even though it claims it can in some places, and also other ones claim they could. I highly recommend checking that out. You might have to replace this. Now this is very easy to actually build. I thought it was going to be difficult. This is all computer parts almost. It looks exactly like computer parts. You have your fan. I think I'm going to put a different fan in there one of these days. Now I do recommend, even though this is pretty good, if you see they go back and forth really smoothly, and all of that, you know, good stuff or whatever. Also here, side to side, obviously. With the belt, I do recommend getting some grease on this thing, some machine oil or something to just help it, like, you know, really slide even better, and it'll just be good for maintenance. Now, as you can see, they have two fans over here. It looks like they're trying to cool it, so that I totally get it. This is the heat bed, also like sort of like those power, old power PC plugs in there. So I mean, this looks pretty easy to do. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna be beginning with this. There is one thing I don't like about it, and I'm gonna tell you. This thing, I thought that there was gonna be plexiglass around here. I'm gonna have to build that myself into here. These are all, you know, see-through, so don't let the pictures trick you, because that's exactly what I thought it was, and it's not. So it's not closed, so you are going to smell a lot of shit. So ABS, I never liked working with it, only because when it, you know, it's toxic fumes, it's a carcinogen. When you work with PLA, PLA is more like, you know, made out of corn or some crap. It's made out of natural stuff, so it's really good. I highly recommend using that. PLA, and the smell is fine. It's not toxic as ABS. It doesn't leave an odor. I know ABS leaves one hell of an odor, even though I never worked with a 3D printer before. I have seen it in action, but I'm saying I have worked with melted ABS, and melted ABS plastic ain't good. Trust me on this when I tell you. Especially when I was working on the Kylo Ren helmet, when I was working with the ABS, you know, and making holes and all of that stuff, working with that, I inhaled a lot of fumes, and it's not good. Should always do it with a mask and do it in open space. I would not work with ABS unless I close it, but as you see, this thing right here becomes a problem. I'm going to need to know if I can put it somehow underneath, which I don't think that's possible, but maybe if I can build something over this and then lock it up with a plexiglass, that would be fine. As long as you insulate this thing, probably even, you know what I'll do? I'll have a cover that probably goes all around this thing. Just to cover, I'll make like a big, you know, plastic bubble or some crap that covers this entire thing. And every time I print on ABS, that'll be easy. Now, it says do not remove this part right here. So just to let you know, even if this thing wasn't here, you could use, stick glue and stuff, and you'll get a nice sticky surface. With PLA, it's just easier. ABS, you're going to need to heat this baby up really, really hard. And you're going to need to have some kind of support. And I would recommend using like probably stick glue or something, because that's what my friend used before. So I've seen that happen. So we'll see how that works out. This right here is, you know, regular plug, and then, you know, your power switch and adapter. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so I figured what this part was right here. This one actually goes, this one holds the filament. Then you put that X thing right here. You use the, I know I didn't see anybody have that on the explanation there, but that's where you do it. So it's kind of tricky because this thing comes loose all the time, that screw. So you just have to keep strengthening it over and over again every time you put new filament. I don't know why, but I can't seem to get it it always gets, you know, really hard. Like right now, it's really, really hard and really tightened hard. But then when you put something or you spin this around right here, it starts to get loose and you have to do it all over again. Not a big deal. You just, you know, you just do it again and that's about it. So that's it. And then what happens is this thing right here, I was looking what's inside. So the software is in here and a bunch of sample files are in here as well. But you could, like, you know, in an 8 gigabyte card, you could put other stuff on there as well. So all your models and everything. So that's pretty cool right here. So that's really all that it comes down to. So that's for the filament. This is the filament guide right here. So you can just, I don't know if I want to take this out, that thing right here yet. I don't know. We're going to see. Because so far, what I like about this that I didn't like about the 2015 or 16 is the fact that this thing right here was like stuck over here, the guides. I like that they put it now on the inside. So this is pretty cool. So I'm going to give you a little tour. So right here, if you want to do it to 220, so you don't have to, you know, unhook the whole damn thing, there's a switch in here to 220 volt or whatever, instead of the 110 that it comes. Oh God, look at this. It's like such a mess here. So this is the USB right here. And over here, it's the SD cards that you could put in over here. So you have, you know, your option right here. Now, the other one is the fan duct. So give me 1 second. Okay, guys. So you see this right here. I couldn't find for the life of me where the hell to put it. So I used my common sense. Because this is a fan right here, I know it doesn't say it anywhere. So I know a lot of you guys had troubles with that in the forums. You guys were talking and nobody, for some unknown reason, was answering. So you just put it, okay, so you see on this side right here, where it doesn't have anything, just where it has that voltage thing that you change right here. On this side, go right here, and you see this, the small part, you want this facing the nozzle and this facing the top here. So you see right here, there's going to be a hole on the fan itself. You see, and it sticks right here, and boom, you got it. You see that? Right over here. Let me just go on this side so you guys see. So it gets the nozzle right away. So that kind of cools the nozzle down, good airflow right there. So this was obviously printed on a 3D printer, so that's pretty cool. The fact that you could print out all these upgrades for yourself for free is pretty amazing. I do love the fact that it has the filament guides right here. So be sure to see exactly all the safeties behind that and all of this, and you know, just to make sure you know what you're doing and all of that. For example, like what temperature is like 190 or whatever, and how not to pull it out in a certain way in certain times or whatever. So be sure to look at that. I'm going to be learning this, and I'm going to show you guys all the cool stuff that I'm going to be doing on this thing. I am probably going to modify it with plexiglass here, or probably I'm just going to have something that covers this whole thing just to prevent scent or whatever. But again, PLA is the one you want to use, not ABS, if you guys don't want any stinky houses. But anyways, this bed looks pretty cool. I might one day replace it, but it looks pretty cool for right now. Feels, I don't know, stable and balanced. Again, you can, you know, control that. If it's not balanced, you can, you know, with a screwdriver, you could just balance it out and see exactly what's what. But so far, everything is pretty much, except for this thing right here and the back, everything was assembled. So it's a piece of cake. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep this thing here, but why not? You know, who cares? I do love the fact that it is on the inside right now, so that's pretty cool. I guess this is a guide right here also to the filament. So you're going to have the filament going up here. That's what it looks like to me, at least. And, you know, well, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Now, does it? So I don't know. I got to look at this. I think this does where the filament guides are, and you just put it right inside here. But since it has this right here, I'm thinking you go, where is that damn thing? Thinking you go directly, well, you follow the rabbit hole, right? You see over here where it is, and from there you make your decision. See, I guess it's over there, the plastic, so you just pull that out. Give me 1 second. So yes, I was correct. You pull this out from one end, and you just have it, you know, just as a guide through here or whatever, and just shorten it and whatever, and just it'll guide it right through into here. And that's about it. You know, that's really all you gotta know about this. And like I said, stay tuned. Definitely subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with this thing right here. I hope that I a lot of people that had issues with this didn't know where it goes. I hope I can, I helped you out, especially with this one. I just, used my head on this one. By miracle, I happened to get it as a fluke, so I'm sharing this with you. And especially the fan duct right here. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely subscribe, and I'm going to show you the cool things that I have planned for this. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. Okay guys, so this is the power supply. I just wanted to show you this one. So these they're really, really loose if you look. Okay, so you see they come right out. So just be sure that you see these things right here. See, they're just like a computer. So this one is called the J3, I don't know, something LCD screen. So you're putting both of these ones that say LCD screens into the motherboard right here. And I don't like the fact that they don't click on. They come out really easily. So always make sure you have these plugged. If they don't work, then you know there's something not right. And now these two came out loose also. These are a little bit on the rougher side, but still they come out really easy. So be sure the ones that are in the bottom, they're just located right over here. So you just put one or the other and see which one works for you. Okay, but that's how it is. So it's all plugged in there, ready to go. I'm trying to see, because I see one over here missing. I don't know what's what with that, but so far so good. So just wanted to let you guys know. So that's the power supply right here. So just wanted to let you guys know how to make the motherboard, which is a tiny little sucker over here, work well. And let me show you another through here. So, SSD card and USB, as I showed you. So, I mean, that's really all that I see that's the problem, and now everything should work. Give me 1 second. So here we go, guys. So it lights up, and it does like 3 beeps or 2 beeps or whatever when it turns on. You should hear it. Of course, here it's like kind of like, see, you control it 100%, 102. I'm going to screw around with the settings much later because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. So we're going to see what's what, and we'll see. See, so it's printer ready. It says it's ready to go. Oh, there you go. So it tells you how long, the temperature and everything, which is pretty cool. I'm going to shut this off now because I'm going to learn it, and I'll get back to you when I do cool things. Like I said, like, subscribe, dislike. Have a good one, y'all. But let me tell you how amazing it is, because it's 36 pounds and it weighs so freaking little. It's actually like 30 pounds, really, even probably less when you take it out of the box. So it's like 30 pounds. Because it's so light, I could put this in right over my all-in-one printer that I reviewed. So, it doesn't cause any like smashing or anything like that. So that's pretty freaking cool. It doesn't weigh anything. So easy to remove. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, dislike. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.